to fight effectively the devastating effects of climate change in Kitui, Machakos, and Makueni counties, Kenya, this is the goal of Inades, which aims to bring its expertise to small farmers through the Zaipits project to help them produce better.
Inades-Formation Kenya has been in existence from 1978. We have been working in the Lower Eastern region from the time of registration, that is the counties of Machakos, Kitui, and Makueni. The organization is governed by a board of directors, which is appointed from the National Association. So there is the umbrella body, which is the National Association. Specifically on our intervention, we have thematic areas. The first thematic area is on rural finance. The second thematic area is on climate change. And then on the third thematic area, it's on food systems based on family farming.
Inades works basically in arid and semi-arid areas targeting Machakos, Makueni, and Kitui. And for the last spell of about 5 years, the rainfalls have been quite erratic, and in that effects, like the farmers are becoming more and more vulnerable. That implies that something must be done to ensure that their efforts give some returns at their farm level.
Program staff fight their way every other time in the field, supporting in the capacity strengthening of the farmers.
So this project is being implemented in 5 sub-counties. To reach our farmers, we use 2 approaches. We either use group approach or cluster approach, whereby we identify those farmers who their climate allows rain-fed agriculture.
This farmer talks about the lack of water, which is a real challenge in the region. As a farmer, before we started the Zaipits method, one of our major challenges is that the amount of rainfall in our area is very limited. Our crops germinate and dry up young because of lack of water.
For the farmers we are working with, 80% practicing the climate smart practices we have taught them and demonstrated with them. In return, increased their harvests and also increased their nutrition, because you find the farmers are able to plant variety of vegetables for their nutritional needs. This again brings up issue of income saving. Those who are doing Zaipits and other climate smart practices, they are able to increase their harvest, so they are more food secure than before the project was.
Before using that method, I was just planting, but I didn't have the skill. I was just planting in the ordinary way, like over crops such as maize. But the moment I started using these Zaipits, I have realized a lot of benefits. The problem I had is that whenever I did watering, the water was sprayed everywhere. But now, when I use Zaipits, the water is retained at the particular point.
The Zaipits that Inades-Formation Kenya sets, they set them in a demonstration center. A demonstration center will have a group made up of like 20 farmers. We expect that the 20 farmers will go and replicate whatever they saw in the demonstration site to their households.
My job is first of all to bring people together, to talk with them, to know their challenges and maybe to see how to solve these challenges and to stay together and to move forward together in life. In this job of ours, we usually cooperate with farmers because this job involves staying with the people. We have stayed together with these people until we discovered one organization called Inades, which has come and told us about farming. It first of all used us how to make holes called Zaipit, and these are the holes in which we planted crops. This is because our farms are in a place where water flows away during the period of rainfall. But when we were told about farming, we have dug holes, and these holes have helped a lot to retain water.
It has also been done not only in some of the regions that we are intervening, but we have seen the spillover, because we have other counties that we are not intervening, but they came in our demonstration sites and learned.
It was very difficult since we were using the traditional farming methods and food was very little. She says, since I started farming with Zaipits, there have been a lot of changes. First of all, when we learned about Zaipits, I have started to get the results. We get enough food in my family. Even when we get a small amount of rainfall, Zaipits keeps the water until we harvest. There are other changes that I've seen. Since I started using Zaipits, I spent less energy in farming since I plant 9 plants in one hole. I don't get too tired. Since we started Zaipits, we get enough food in my household. Before, it was a challenge, but now we get sufficient food. We don't cultivate as much land. We just cultivate a small area, but from it, we get sufficient food.
I started by saying that Inades-Formation will set a demonstration site where the farmers will come and learn. Remember, we do not have the land on the ground. It's for the community to show us the best places to set up the demonstration site.
The Zaipits project brings many positive changes to farmers, giving them a better future for themselves and new generations.